Hey Chad, hello from Washington. Just gonna do a walk around here for you. Just got done driving the truck. Drove for about 15 minutes, like I was telling you. Really, for an '07 with 100,000 miles, which is low miles by the way for an '07. It really shows very nicely. It's a real clean truck. Makes good power. Transmission shifts, perfectly, very smooth. Doesn't pull to the right or to the left. Rides actually pretty well given the mud terrains. You're probably pretty familiar with how these ride, but haven't had one on your Jeep, I think you were saying. And so I'll kind of do a little overview here, walk around, and I'll kind of touch a couple points here that I think probably would be of interest to you. Here's like the tires. Certainly not brand new, but they do have pretty decent amount of life left. That's the front. Wheels are in good shape. A little bit of I don't think it's pitting. Could be kind of inside, but who knows how old these wheels are. Brakes felt real good. It's a pretty responsive truck to drive. I'll show you the rear tires in a second. This passenger side does have some light kind of feather line, hairline scratches down the side, and I'm going to try to do my best to show you. I don't know if I can get in the shade. There's a lot of little stuff like you can see there, kind of running down the side. Probably would buff out. Let's see if you can see some of that. Like that there. See if it'll focus. There's kind of a scratch running, diagonally through the screen there. Right. And there's kind of some stuff like that. Shows up, actually, that shows up pretty well on the camera. From a couple feet back. It's really not bad. And it's probably to be expected on an '07 with 100,000 miles. There we go. Some stuff like this. It's a little dirty, but I didn't want to wash it and then have the water cover up any, it's better to see it dry. But kind of just stuff like that running down the length of the truck on this side. Some here on the rear door. Kind of a longer one, and I can feel it with my fingernail just a teeny bit. So buffing it would probably help, but probably wouldn't promise that it would come out necessarily. Some stuff like that. So I don't know if you're looking for something that's perfect. It's not perfect, but for what I see on a daily basis, as far as 100,000 mile 2007s, it's in pretty good shape, and it's actually very straight. The body itself, here I'm walking down the side, very straight on both sides, and the color in the paint is excellent. Real nice metallic, and from a few feet away you really don't see most of it. You can see a little bit of it that's back here, right? Like that's just dirt, but that, you can see that. Rear tires, here you go. I would think you'd get at least a year out of those, depending on how much you drive, or I guess your son drives. No curbing or anything like that. Probably just a little, they're chrome, so it's bound to happen. I'd say that, overall the truck's probably a solid 8. Just little things here and there, used, like the tailgate's super clean. A lot of times the tailgate, you'll see a lot of scratches and wear, but it doesn't look like they were in and out of this thing much. Bumper's clean, no damage. Bed liner, really hardly any signs of use, really. And underside of the truck is very dry from what I can see. It does look like it's been undercoated at some point in its life. The rear diff, mean, it's very dry on both sides. Driver's side of the truck is in, I mean, near perfect condition. Very straight. Really very minor scratches or anything to note on this side. A couple things back here. And it does have the 3M protective, you know, layer. You know, a couple little things in here. You can see that. Just little stuff. Shows up pretty good on the camera. But the truck's got a lot of eyeball. You can see in there. Let me try to get a better angle. Yeah. Yeah, that thing's super dry. Underside of the truck here. Looks pretty good. Rear door, driver's side door, like nothing. Front of the truck's very clean. I mean, like hardly any rock chips or anything. Paint's pretty good. One little, actually just noticing this for the first time. This is probably the biggest thing on the truck. The corner here. Let me see if I can get it in the shade. Yeah, there you go. Looks like they scuffed something. But I didn't even see that on my first or second walk around of the vehicle. Kind of some black, like some black paint rubbed off or something. I could probably take a couple photos and send them to you. They might show up a little better, but there's that. But that's all good. Underside here. Big cross member. So, interior, no weird odors, does not smell like smoke at all. I personally do not smoke, so I'm pretty sensitive to it. Seats are clean, no rips or tears or anything. No stains. Steering wheel's clean, you know, I mean, it shows normal kind of wear on the top of the steering wheel. There, that's to be expected. 100,000 miles, so I'll start it up. Ice cold AC, turn that off for right now so you can hear me a little better. Radio. Are we taking time or time out? Sounds pretty good. Storage. So far everything I've checked works here. Ashtray, which has like never been used. Nice to have that though, I suppose. A little storage. If I can get it from in here. Yep. For sunglasses and whatnot. Rear seats, same thing. All pretty good shape. These fold up. You know, a couple little things there. Maybe like a nice all-weather floor mat that goes across would probably do this truck well. But here, I'll go around the other side too. So I mean, it's not a brand new truck, but it's a really nice running truck that drives great, and overall shows very nicely. I mean, I'd be a proud owner of this truck, and I think it shows pride of ownership for the person that had it before. I didn't look at the Carfax yet, I don't think, but I'll send that over to you also, so you kind of know a little more about where it's been, where it came from, where we got it. Like I said, we got it as a trade-in. Here, I'll go rev it up a little bit and show you under the hood. Let's see here. Doesn't skip a beat. Doesn't make any weird noises at all. Here. Trying to get my phone down in as tight of places as I can for you here. Let's see. Looks pretty tidy. It's hard to tell exactly what that is. I mean, there is something here, like kind of right there, you know? It looks like it was possibly oil at one time. I'm not a mechanic, but it looks old and stained and like dried on there. Nothing looks wet or glistening. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty nice truck if you ask me. Let me know if you have any questions.